Hey guys, welcome to another puzzle. This one is black to move. Let me flip the board then. Black to move, and what should we play? I mean, this just looks like, almost like a just theoretical position in the Grunfeld. I mean, there's one typical trap we need to avoid. We need to avoid like a move like this. Not that we would ever do it, but then our knight on e5 runs out of escape squares, and he can take and go f4. I've seen positions like that. Typical moves are c6, you know. Also possible is c5, like just sacking a pawn. Red doesn't look... It's interesting. c5 is always a lot more interesting than you think. Not always, but a lot of time it is. c5, not such a bad move. See, let me explain why. Pawn takes... Well, then knight takes seems okay. Take. Position seems acceptable for black. The main question is this move. And now we can play a move like knight c4. And we start to just blast things open. If a move like queen b3 defending, we can play a move like this. Usually. I mean, maybe... No, this looks okay. And then knight a4. And if they try to take 3 pieces for the queen, queen a5 is usually pretty good. So, I mean, I'm kind of leaning towards this. It seems like a typical move to me. If c6, you know, like we can maybe do f4, I don't know, and back, and then like something like this could be annoying, you know. So c5, bishop takes, knight c4, and I feel like we get some nice play. We're attacking b2. We have that idea of taking a knight a4. Just seems like a standard pawn sacrifice. And black is... White's still far from developed. But let's look at this, okay? And then like queen e2. Even this move is interesting. Like queen c7. I'd have to... Like if bishop b4, a5, and if some other move like... I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm not supposed to be making moves on the board, of course, but it makes it a lot easier for you guys to follow. So like if queen b4, a5, for example. The point of that is to make sure the queen cannot defend the d4 square, so that after queen a3, b6, the bishop can't go here. So I'm going to do this in my head. c5, bishop takes, knight on e to c4. If bishop takes b6, by the way, another key line, I was thinking about queen takes b6. And after bishop takes c4, queen takes b2. And even though we are down a piece there, I believe that white can't hold on to everything. And it should be okay for us. If c5, bishop takes, knight c4. If bishop c4, knight c4, queen e2. Let me see if we have something other than knight b2. Just out of curiosity. I can't resist knight b2 there. Knight b2, queen c7. I mean, if bishop b4, a5 seems to work. So the only move that makes any sense is queen b4 and then a5. It seems to work. So I'm going to go with c5 in the equation. Let's look up the answer. 25, 21... There we go. Kacheishvili, Svidler. c5! Exclamation point. Boom. White's threatening to play f4, bishop g7, and knight f3 with complete control of the center. The knight has nowhere to go from e5, so black has to act at once using the only exposed piece, namely the bishop on d4. So yeah, c5 it's just like a typical thing, and I've played this opening for a while. So yeah, all my analysis, I played the Grunfeld before, so I gotta have a feel for these lines. They say bishop takes is forced because of that line. Queen b3 and then knight takes b2. Well, I know everything. If queen c7, and this is if bishop b4, a5. I don't know why they don't analyze this, because it's a little... They analyze queen a3, but then b6. Rook c1, they say. Take. Bishop... What? They don't mean that. Oh, sorry. They say queen takes b4. What? That's not even a move. Can't go queen takes b4, man. Come on. Yeah, we have 2 bishops. I mean, the game's over here. I wonder how winning it is. Oh, my Houdini's not working. But, queen b4 looked more logical, but then this same thing happens. And the queen just has nowhere good to go. If here b6 is a pin. So, whatevs. In the game, actually, black ended up... Oh, the next puzzle is actually another example from this game. But black ended up... I think black ended up winning this game. But basically, the point is, if we don't do that, white just smothers us with f4. And then we have to bring the knight back to d7. Let's say we play a simple move like this. It's just unpleasant, you know, like knight f3, castles, and this pawn's weak. White is a nice center. Not good. So if you guys got that, congratulations. Not an easy one, especially if you don't play the Grunfeld. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.